Woo-ha! I didn't press that. It is good to dance. Oh, I stopped it early. How's it going, everybody? Just had to get my last bite of lunch down. Oh, how we doing? Happy whatever day it is. Thursday? Happy Thursday. All right. You know what? I probably should have waited another minute to turn on everything because I don't have the chat up yet. All I can see is what's above my head. We can fix that. I know just what to do. How's it going in the IoT world of squirrels? Ooh, I like that. The world of squirrels. How's it going, everybody? Are you having a good day? I'm having a good day. I slept a lot today. Got done with a labor and delivery shift this morning. Got some sleep last night. Thought, I'm going to come home and go to sleep for like 2 hours. Ended up being like 5. But hey, we're here and we're going to have some fun. Want to say thank you. Oh, you got your stickers. Awesome. Stolen VW. Oh, good. Good. Hey, Squalazo. Paul's here. Video and a live stream today. Yeah, did you guys see the video this morning? Hey, C. Gray. The Internet of Squirrels. I like it. I like it. Isn't that funny how squirrels has become the mascot? Hey, baby.
I want your phone.
You want my phone, huh? Why? Because you're going to watch shows? Wait, you're not supposed to watch shows now. It's 2:30.
I'm not.
You're not? What are you going to do if you're not going to watch a show?
I'm not going to watch
Turkey.
a show.
Turkey. Go shut the door, would you please? All right, let me pull it up. What is it today, Will? Hey, Tollbringer. Well, I've got a couple things. The easy thing for me always is just talk about what I've been doing. And at the end of the last stream, we talked a lot about my blinds and the pulley setup. Remember? Well, I got it working beautifully. Beautifully got it working. In fact, probably the nice thing to do, or the easy thing to do, would be to show you. Oh, she just took my phone. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Let's do. I can probably show you my pictures. Oh, let's see what's going to show up here. Oh, lots of pictures. Lots of pictures. Got a video here. All right. Check this out. Hopefully you guys can hear/see this if it starts. So I got it working, and maybe this will load, maybe it won't load. But then we'll also talk about the issue. I did run into an issue. All right, Travis is here too. Oh, and I still didn't pull up the chat. Let me do that. Maybe this isn't going to work. You might just have to trust me that I got it working. I did. The pulley idea, just having it go around a pulley and have it wind just one string. Genius. Genius. I can't remember which one of you brought that up, but awesome. All right, we got folks from Brazil. We got Finland. Awesome. What's it say here? Home Assistant is being a brat right now. Lost all your Nest stuff. I say we blame the Nest. Let's blame Nest. That's what I'm going to do. Hello, how is this? This Home Assistant got the new laptop. Now reinstall the programs. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, I mean, I guess that's good. Long time no see. Diddy Blair, glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. This ain't gonna, this maybe not, maybe that's not gonna come. Maybe what I gotta do is download it. It just doesn't want to load like that. Let's just download it. See if we can just download that. It's on my phone, so I could just show it to you on my phone. Oh, wait, here we go. Come on, you turkey. Oh, it doesn't like doing this now that I started it. Okay, here we go. Wow, that's huge. Okay, that's better. All right. So look at that. It's working. It's pulling up evenly. Yay! I was very, very happy. Very, very happy. And then, but then, so that was the big part. That was the hard part for me. I thought that was the real. So I'm going to put it back down here for a second. Let's see, advance it a little bit. Where are we at?
So inside here, wait. So this, actually, the pulley that I'm using.
You guys hear that? The pulley I'm using is actually the one from the tilt mechanism.
Not that.
So I just repurposed the tilt mechanism pulley. And then this is just a simple one string now down here. It's no big deal. Thank you, baby. I love you. So, but that wasn't the only thing that I did. So I did that. Very, very exciting. Very happy. Got it done. Yeehaw. And then, of course, I said, well, that's not good enough, right? Can't just stop there. That would be silly. So I went ahead and set up a servo to tilt the blinds as well. And tilting, you know, hey, that tilting, that's the easy part, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, what's happening? Somebody sending me a message in Discord probably means they can't hear or something. See results coming in and going out. See the oh, okay. Something completely unrelated. Probably doesn't know we're streaming even. Hey, how's it going? Okay, and then I'm going to go through the chat. So then the other part, let's do this. Let's do this because I want to show you where this is what where I ran into problem. I have there's a great no, I don't want to update that. Remind me later. There's a great component for servos in the ESPhome, right? If you haven't seen it, it's there and it's great and it works really well. Well, that's what we're going to talk about because I did have an issue. So let's go back to pictures. Just make sure we don't, you know, leak anything terribly important. Looks like Grace was taking a bunch of pictures of herself. Where's the one? Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Why did they put these in the wrong order? Let's see. Okay. No. Yes, here it is. Oh, it's like 6 minutes long. But we'll fast forward to the part that matters here. Okay. So got this working. Working blinds. How do I fast forward this? So yeah, okay. Fast forwards, it goes down, no big deal. Now here's the part. Got it going. Blah, 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 yappity yap. This is the next part. Now, stop it from going down. And now the tilt. Here's the tilt. Come on, get on with it, boy. Pinch my fingers right there. Pinch my fingers, but it worked, see? But then when I go to turn it back, it fails. It fails, and fails. Don't know why. So, what I've been experimenting with, if I set up this, I'll turn it on and let it get going. If I set up this D1 Mini with the tilt and the servo, it works for a little while. Like it'll work a few times, and then it'll stop working. And I don't know why. So we'll go through that. We'll give this thing a minute to get recognized by Home Assistant and stuff. Now let's go back through the chat. Okay, so sorry. All right, totally ignored you fellas, and I didn't mean to. Hey, from Germany, love your channel. Thank you. Smart Home Rookies, thanks. Oh, Frank's here. How's it going, Frank? Blame Nest. That's right. That's exactly right. Andre's here. Good evening, everybody. Greetings from Germany. Smart Home Expo in the UK was a bit of a letdown. Oh, that's too bad. What was it, Thomas? Was it mostly just like vendors? People just want to sell you stuff? Overpriced? Underperforming stuff? 40 Sonoff basics. Now you need to start flashing. Holy smokes, Rodrigo. You're going to have yourself a good time. Blinds are on your list. Phone tried to autocorrect to blondes. Well, blondes, you know, should be on your list too. What did you call those? Is Tony here? Tony Lamont's probably not here. It's probably like early morning for him. What did he call that? Did you guys see on Facebook? The Toowombas? It was funny. You should look it up. All right, let's see. Hello from Brazil. Love the channel. Could anyone recommend a step-by-step guide to getting Home Assistant working for dumbos like me? Like the installation of getting the first items working and then Grafana. Sinew. Did I say it right? Baltari. I'll say Mr. Baltari because it's easier for me to pronounce, being dumb American. Sorry. Check out Juan Tech. Juan Tech has, in fact, I think if you go Juan, it will give you his channel. And he's got some pretty good stuff about getting started. I'm going to do a new getting started. In fact, I might even start tonight. But what I'm going to do is mine will be on virtual, it'll be a virtual machine. So it'll be a little bit different. He shows you how to set it up on a Raspberry Pi. But I'm going to just start with a development instance of Home Assistant and just walk through everything and just record the whole thing. And then we'll chop it up and we'll make little bits of videos out of it. It'll be, it won't be super production quality, but it'll be good. It'll be like this, without the distractions. Let's see. What else are we missing here? Hi from Canada. Very small. Not many exhibitors of any interest. That's too bad. Did I get a new faster motor, Paul? Yes, I did. In fact, I just opened it from Amazon just this morning. Well, this morning. It's 2 in the afternoon. I just woke up a little bit ago. But yes, instead of 10 RPMs, this one is 45 RPMs. So 4.5 times faster. Of course, I was hoping that I would get home this morning, not go right to bed, and I'd be able to start getting this installed, and so we could watch it work, but that didn't happen. Maybe before Sunday. Maybe if things go well, if things work out well, I can get this installed in my test blinds before Sunday, and we can check it out. Yeah, it'll take too long. I don't want to make you guys wait while I do that, but yes, I did. It's the same. What's really nice is these motors are like identical. On the outside, there's a little bit of difference. This one's got like a couple extra protrusions, but for the most part, they're like totally the exact same dimensions and size and all kinds of ways. So what that means is I can use the same box, my little same enclosure box that I used for the shades. I can use for anything else where I want to use this. You know what else this is going to potentially be able to do is a deadbolt. Just a standard deadbolt. You could put that on the door of a standard deadbolt, and this thing has plenty of torque to turn the deadbolt. Smart lock V2. What do you think? Let's see. Cat 4. Ooh, 922. Let's see. I think that's how it works. You get to work and then you want to improve it. Oh man. You know what I was just thinking today, James? By the way, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. If you've probably been around, just been lurking. But I had a thought actually, and it was because of somebody who had messaged me and something was broken. Oh, am I dropping frames? It says I'm dropping frames. What the holy blow? No way. Am I dropping frames? Sorry, fellas. Anniversary sales on AliExpress. Lots of discount if anybody wants to buy stuff. Sweet. Sweet. I have an AliExpress affiliate link too, for what it's worth. I'll try and get that to you. Smart. Okay, let's see. Where do we go? Do I have a Discord server? Yes. I'm sorry. I'm so far behind right now. Oh, what I was going to say was, along the lines of it'll work or it'll explode, we should have a saying that says, if it's working, don't touch it. Right? If it's working, just leave it alone. Nothing wrong with the viewer and no dropping. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, this says it's dropping. I wonder why. It says it's dropping 8% of my frames. Wonder what I'm doing differently. Anyways. All right. Oh, Jake Levi's here. How's it going, brother? Consider redoing the Smartios stat with logic and display built in. Also, what's up, Doc? How's it going, John? You know what we're going to have, John? You know Alion? He may be here. He may be lurking. He's a kid. He's like 15, 16 maybe at this point. And he has been working hard for months on a Smartios stat that's got a display. I think he's even using the Nextion display, but I'm not 100% sure. It may just be an LCD. but it's a display with controls right there and a box and, you know, all the smart parts you want. And I think he said it was something like $25 Canadian worth of parts, which is like 20 bucks US. So calculate that out in pounds or whatever you use in where you are, but it's cheap. And he's been working on like, I think he's got node red flows for it and a whole bunch of stuff. So, and he's pretty close to having it done. I'm going to print the, a sample box for him and see how it turns out, cause he doesn't have a 3D printer, but I think that's going to be a really good thermostat for us. You know, it's a build it yourself, all the smart things, but it still has like the touch display. So like when the missus wants to actually go physically touch the thermostat, because that's what she's used to doing, you can do that, you know? All right, let's see. I'm going to have to skip so many of this. Any suggestions for vertical blinds automations? Vertical blinds. You know, I think, well, for automations, or you mean like motors and stuff? So Mario, what I'm liking because of its simplicity is, check out the shades video that I did. It's a motor controller you can get for, I think you can get them for as low as $3 even on Amazon, but certainly Banggood. And a D1 Mini, another $3 or $4 maybe, or a Node MCU, whatever you have. And then these geared DC motors, high torque, slow rotating, but very powerful little motors. And you could probably regulate the speed, but with something like blinds or shades, you don't really need to regulate the speed, especially when it's slow. You just say, I want it to open, and it just opens. You want it to close, it just closes. You don't have to go fast, slow, fast, slow. So instead of steppers or servos or whatever, these have been working really well for me. So that's what I would do. Running Cat 5 to your blinds should be enough to cover amperage and such with 8 wires. Yeah, it should be. That's a good idea. Man, I wish I had, maybe, you know what? Probably the good idea for people, if you ever get to build your own house at this point, now that we were all smart homies. That's Frank's. Is put Cat 5 near any orifice in your house. I know that's, you know, I didn't know your houses had orifices, but they do. Windows, doors, and even on the inside, next to every door, put Cat 5, man, because you can do so much with it. And especially anywhere that you want to have cameras as well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hey, Glenn, you bet. Hey, user 007. All right, let's see. I'm just going to skip all the way to the bottom of the chat. I'm so sorry for everybody that I skipped, but I'm just too far behind not catching up. Did you check out the IKEA smart blinds? I looked at them. They're still kind of a lot, right? What are they, 50 bucks or something like that? I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, they'll probably be good. To be honest, building your own blinds building your own terminology is important. There's shades and there's blinds. And to me, a shade is like a solid piece. And blinds, you can also tilt and open them, and you can put them all the way up or down. I don't remember which one exactly IKEA has. Do they tilt and you can see through them? Or is it just one piece of material that's kind of corrugated, you know, it kind of accordions up and accordions down? Either way, I'm sure that will be a pretty good solution. And I don't think they're available in the US. Last I heard, those IKEA blinds in the US weren't going to arrive until April at the soonest. DIY Fan 02 with ESPhome. I have not, Vinicius. I have not. That would be a good idea. Roll up shade. Yeah. Purchased auto deadbolts and have tampered lock pin so it doesn't bind. Oh, nice. Weren't those IKEA blinds delayed? Yeah, I think they were. Okay. I was going to say a couple things. Let's look at this. Let's look at this camera. Let's see if this is working now. Okay, perfect. So that's here. And this is now my servo. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to ESPhome. And we're going to show you what happens with ESPhome and controlling these servos, because it's a little, it's giving me troubles and I don't know why. I asked Odo, and he's great, very helpful, super genius. But the trouble was continuing, and I couldn't get the logs to work. You guys see this is my music, of course, when I'm all my little monkey girls. So we Cinderella and Disney princess villains. Awesome. Love it. Love every bit of it. Went berserk last month on your apartment with my channel. Was the Bible. Oh, unfortunately, Super Chat is not available in Romania. I will be visiting the States soon, and I will Super Chat you from there. Oh, thank you, Livui Spiru. I like that. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but thank you very much. I'm glad. I always worry. Of course, I do this because I want people to be able to do these things, repeat what stuff I did. But I always worry that did I leave something out? Is it going to break for them? You know, then I feel responsible. So hopefully everything goes well in your house that you did based on my videos. And thank you. All right, let's see. Let's look at the blinds. Here we go. Okay, so this is the tilt. Oops, you can't see it. Let me move it up. Not going to work. There we go. Let's move this a little bit. You don't need quite that big a thing, do you? All right. So here's the office blinds. So when I move this slider, the servo should move. You ready? Perfect, right? Yay, perfect. Now when I move it back here, it should move the other way. I already failed. Sometimes I can get it to go a few times before it fails, but this time it just flat out failed. And if you look at, if I go to ESPhome, and I look at the logs. Oh, now it wants me to sign in again. Interesting. Wonder why that is. Huh. I must have done something. So if I go to ESPhome and I look at the office blinds, now it says it's not responding. And if I ask it to show, and it says it's offline. If I go to show the logs, it's going to say it can't connect. So it just like freaks out the D1 Mini and it just stops. So what are some ideas, fellas? Why would this be happening? And if I unplug it, reset the D1 Mini, plug it back in, you can hear I don't know if you heard that, but the servo motor turned a little bit. And now if I sit here for a minute, you'll be able to see that it'll pop back up again. It'll start up again. But for some reason, by moving, see, now it's back. It's green again. So if I go to show logs, it'll work. Sure, you don't have a defective D1. You could try another one. That's probably a good thing. I haven't done that yet. What I was wondering is it too much power draw to overload the D1 Mini? Could be, but it's not like it's in the shades. The way I've got it. So here, yes, it's drawing power through the D1 Mini. So that's probably bad. I agree. That's probably the problem in this particular setup. But it does the same thing when I have it in the blinds. And in the blinds, it's getting 5 volts directly from the motor controller. So it shouldn't be a power draw issue from the D1 Mini. But maybe. Can use the USB serial to stream the logs. I tried that too, but we can try it again. I'll show you again. So first look at if I go in here and I open up this I've got the debug lines in here, right? But it's not giving me debug information. Like when I go show logs, this should give me more information. Like it should give me the reason that it shut down and some of that information, and it's not. So it's probably that I'm drawing too much power to the servo. I don't know how to. What should I do? I mean, can a Node MCU provide more? I don't know. Add a relay to restart it after every use. Honestly, I don't tilt mine very much. If I'm going to do a video and show everybody, oh, this is how you do your blinds, I figure I should at least include the tilt function, right? A lot of people do use the tilt function. PWM is the key. It could be just a hobby. You could totally be right. I was thinking about using an ESP32 instead, but I don't know what component to use in ESPhome to do that, because if you go to the servo component, if you look at the servo component, it's down here somewhere. It's for 8266. So there's not one for ESP32 specifically that's made to do a servo. So there is the PWM. There's a ESP32 PWM something. But it's for lights. And unfortunately, I don't know here, probably like this, but I don't know what to do with that. You know, I don't know how to translate this from being at 0 to bright on a dimmer to going, you know, one direction with a servo and the other direction with the servo. I guess maybe if I use negative numbers, I don't know. Keep the logs up and operate it from the phone and see what it says. Okay. I'll keep the log. Watch. We'll do it. That's great. Let's do this. So we're going to show the logs here. And actually what I'm also going to do is open Termite. So we can even see this, and we'll get it connected here as well. Oh, why isn't it? It's not COM1. It should be COM10 or something. Huh. Well, that's too bad. I had it connected here before too. Of course. Anywho's, we can now open, let's open another window and we'll control it here. And we'll put the logs over here, and it's not gonna say anything. Oh, the other thing I could do, the other thing that worked a little bit better maybe than the slider, was I did go directly to services, and I just called the service to input a number. Because the way you set that up, you make an input number, because there isn't a servo component specifically in Home Assistant. All right, and then I can just go, I think I can just do this. Okay, so it moved. See that? Let's see if I can get it to a spot where you can see it. Where can you see it? There, you can see it. Okay, so it moved. Nothing showed up on the logs at all. Nothing at all. So let's put it back to 0. And it died. Like it didn't, now it's not going to, now it's jacked again. Yep, now it's not responding again. So maybe it is a faulty D1 Mini. And look here, now it's disconnected again. Got nothing. Am I overdriving the servo's range as far as like, no, it's only going 90 degrees. It's only going 90 degrees. This should be at least, I can't remember if this was a 360 or not, but it should be. And I've had it where I can go 100 and then I can go minus 100 and 100 and minus 100 and 0. And I've had it go maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and then it craps out and does this, you know, reboot thing. So, but let's see. So we've got a few things to try and figure out. A couple of those things is proper English. Try a different D1 Mini. That could be it. Maybe another thing to do would be to make sure I've got a separate power supply that's providing enough current, right? That I'm not trying to draw too much current from the D1 Mini. That's probably why it's failing here. I agree. Totally agree. That's probably why it's failing here. But these are supposed to be able to drive a servo, so I'm a little surprised at that. But maybe. Looks like it browned out, so power, huh? Too much power draw on the USB port, yeah. Okay. Well, I'll try those things, and then we'll see. The other thing to try, so different D1 Mini, try and make sure I've got enough current available. There was something else I was going to try. Well, I'm thinking about switching it over. I could try a Node MCU instead of a D1 Mini. Maybe that can provide a little more power. I was also thinking maybe the PWM from an ESP32 would be better. So anyways, that's what I've been banging my head against. Because I had it, I was like so happy because I had the hard part was done, you know, the raise it up and down. That was the hard part, and that was done. And then the tilting back and forth was supposed to be the easy part. Not so much. But, you know, I'm trying to use a servo. These are supposed to be reasonably good torque servos. But you can see it's not a torque issue, right? This is just trying to freewheel, and it's still having trouble. So it's not like I'm putting too much resistance against the motor. So the current draw should be, you know, whatever the minimum is for this. I don't know what that might be, but I'll have to look it up. Does it hang if you unplug the servo? No, probably not. Could be interference with the servo crashing the D1 Mini. Let's see. We could try that. We could just unplug the servo. I mean, if you unplug the servo and then we'll just give it commands and see. That's a good, you know what? I like that. I like that, Ray. Let's try that. Because maybe Maybe it's a PWM thing and not just a hardware thing. Just notice the size of that servo. It's almost for sure too much current draw. Power it separate. If you had a bench power supply. I wish, right? And maybe that's the thing too. Maybe the 5 volts. Gosh, that would be so nice if that was the solution. Maybe the 5 volts coming off of the motor controller doesn't provide enough current either. You know, it's only supposed to power a little control board, so maybe that's not enough. Would you use stiff wire for the tilt on the servo? Oh, you mean that? You don't mean this. You don't mean that. Just joined. Did you successfully get the pulley system in the blinds? Yes, Shane, I did. I sure did, and it's beautiful. And now what we're working on is the tilt, and I'm trying to use this little servo. Trying to use this little servo and trying to power it off D1 Mini, and most likely, especially from the feedback I'm getting from you guys, and that's fantastic, is it's not able to. This D1 Mini is not able to provide enough current to keep this going, and so it's drawing more current than the D1 Mini can handle. I was feeling, oh, it's freaking hot. Oh, it's hot. Owie, owie. Okay, I think we found this. I think we found the problem. That'll do it, right? Okay, so I just need to make sure I've got separate power here. I have to think about how to do that. I need a buck converter or something because it's running 12 volts up there. I was hoping I really thought that motor controller would have enough. I'll have to look at the specs on that. Finally catching a live stream from the Netherlands. Well, good, Jill. Oh, how you doing, man? I remember your name. I've seen you around. How's it going? Try a Raspberry Pi power supply, usually 2 amps. If I power, let's see. Yeah, I've got something. Do we want to keep messing with this? Maybe we could. Let's chat about what you guys want to chat about for a few minutes, unless you're really interested in this. If you're really interested in this, then I'll do it. Can't you just quickly board up a 5-volt power supply to the board wall? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Greetings from Olympic Park in London, England. Awesome. 7805 chip off the 12 volts. You may have just blown that D1 Mini. Yeah, that might be true too. If it's really hot. Yeah, it got pretty hot, man. Ow, it's still hot. Okay. Well. I can't believe I don't have... I need to get Einstein. I need to get Einstein on here so Einstein pops in. Right? What? You want to see it work? Okay, let's keep doing it then. Let's keep messing with it. So what I'm going to have to do... Oh, man. We'll try this one. We'll see if it still works. If not... Okay, so for the next minute or so while I go here and grab a power supply and some things, talk amongst yourselves. right, I'm back. All right. Whew. Talking. ESP32 camera on Hass.io. I saw somebody's video. Somebody sent me a link to a video today about, was that you, Squalazo? I think it was. That's pretty cool. I always thought he was a floating head. I am sometimes, occasionally, Rudolph, occasionally. Sort of grew out of it. I like it. I think it's fun, but not everybody thinks it's fun. Doc kind of loses his head. Yeah, that's the truth. Okay. What we've got here, let's see how well this is going to work even. Oh, Shazbot. I don't know if it's going to work very well. See, this is what happens when I'm not prepared. Like I don't have a simple 5-volt like from a USB, and my power supply, even my bench power supply is it's USB cables as well. And I used to have a power supply that I tore apart, and I had the wires exposed, and now I can't find it. Right? Perfect timing. Seeing the rest of my body instead of the floating head. You can see I do wear pants. This is going to kind of suck. Should have worn the green jumpsuit today. I need a green jumpsuit. Maybe for Christmas. Just cut the USB cord. 50 cents to replace it. Yeah, you're right, Will. You're totally right. I just don't know which one to cut. Okay. Now we've got... This is a 2.5 amp power supply. Yeah. 2.5 amp power supply. Sacrificing USB cord. Buy USB cord. Don't know what you went to. It's probably one of the kids for their headphones. Okay, this one I'm sure I can destroy. So we're going to destroy this one. Did you guys see what I posted in the Banggood lottery for this next time we do it? I want a bench power supply for this exact reason. I want to just be able to flip it on and go to town. And I don't have one. And that's a problem. If I unplug the D1 Mini, let it cool down. Yeah, I did. I unplugged it. It's cooled off. It's totally cooled off now. Smoking stickers. All right. I'm going to clamp this sucker, crimp it off here, start tearing it apart. Got no fingernails. Magic smoke time. Yeah, we might have seen the magic smoke. It may have already escaped. Escaped? I want to see the Doc key out the skin tones. It's Invisible Man episode. Floating pants and shirt. I could do that. I could do it. How to automate Roman blinds would be useful. Is that... So which ones are Roman blinds, Phil? Somebody said these were Venetian. Venice is in Italy. Rome's in Italy. Does that mean they're the same? Oh, can we see what you're doing? Yeah, sure. Let's do this. So right now I'm just splicing this USB cable. So I just grabbed a USB cable that had a kind of a broken tip on it. Tip was kind of messed up. So I'm just taking it apart. So this is ground. This is the ground threads over here, and I'm just going to pull out the red. And then I'm going to use this with a breadboard to get extra power to the servo and see if that doesn't eliminate the problem that we're having with the D1 Mini restarting every time I try and move the servo. So then inside this wrapper, you just got the regular wires that are the 4 USB wires. There's a red, black, green, and white. And I just want red and black. I guess I could do this. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Strip that off a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to go back down to here. And we're going to breadboard this up a bit. Let me see if I can get the microphone over here a little bit better, so you don't totally lose volume when I'm not facing the microphone. Okay, now we're gonna just, you guys are gonna see all my horrible electrical skills at work here. Okay, ground and God darn it. Could just splice it to a jumper, but that would be too easy. Okay, grab that one there. Golly. Doesn't help that my eyes are so old and bad. These wires are so small, my eyes are so bad. I gotta do it up by my face. Oh my gosh, it's driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Need more wire to work with. Strip this back further. Okay. Bench power supply, right, Paul? Bench power supply. Could have had all this done. This is why I didn't want to start this, because I knew this was going to be a while. You guys are probably giving me tons of good suggestions on how to do this way easier. I appreciate that. And then okay. All right. Hopefully that's connected. I'll stick a jumper in there just to press it down real good. Where's the fun in that? This is entertaining. When you get a chance, see if the D1 is still super hot. It's not. It's, what do we got here? There's a motor shield for the D1 Mini you can try. Oh, that'd be good. Okay, thank you guys. All right, so we got that. I'm just gonna now stick in here because I want it to keep that down in there. So that's what's gonna power my D1 Mini. So I'm gonna put that to the 5 volts. Okay. And then I'm going to do another one that's going to power my servo. So there's 5 volts. Can you guys see this sort of? Kind of, sort of. There's 5 volts. And servo 5 volts is red. Okay, now we need a ground. Don't care about the colors very much. Ground there. Ground is brown here. You guys getting some of that? Let's move this camera a little. Okay. Now we're going to do, what's next? We got to do ground to the D1 Mini, so we can use this. Ground to D1 Mini ground. Okay, let's do this. Just because if I press this in there, then that will help that wire make contact. Okay. All right. So that's that. And now the last one is just the control from the D1 Mini. And I'm pretty sure I put it on D5. Okay. What do you think? Seems to be connected everywhere. I'll double check. All right, we got 5 volts here, going to 5 volts there. We got ground there, going to the ground here, and the ground here, going to the ground there, 5 volts there, 5 volts there, ground there, control there, control there. What did I see? What do you got? What did I do? Never mind, just your eyes. Oh no. Did you just put the phone? No, I didn't. Did I just put the ground to the 5 volt? No. Nope. I know, because I used the brown wire, but I didn't. This one's here, 5 volts. Yep, ground. I've done that before. I've done it. Okay, now we're going to power up this guy over here. Last time it was wind making a ton of noise. Today it's kids outside playing basketball making a ton of noise. All right, let's see. Did we get a light there? I didn't look at it when it first started up. So let's go here and watch and see if this will turn on. Oh, nope, it won't turn on because that plug that I plugged into is actually a smart plug. There we go. Oh, you saw it? There was a little blue flash. So that's working. Waiting for the poof of smoke. Ah, that lovely smell. Not going to happen. It might not work, but I don't think it's going to smoke. All right, so there we go. We got a green light. If you can see up here, we got a green light on our office blinds. So that's working. Let's make this a little smaller. What did somebody say in Discord? Oops, Paul says, would first power on the D1 to make sure you can connect it wirelessly still. Check if it's getting warm. It's not hot. It's not room temperature. Michael Bay explosions. And then this is what happens. I can do this. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a run. Give it a run for its money. We'll go to the test page. It's the easy one. Oops. All right. You guys ready? Oh, look at that. Now it's different. Whoa. That's weird. That ain't right. It's not doing anything. That ain't right. That ain't right. Might be because I set the number here. Nothing. Not turning, not doing anything. I think I must have killed it. This is so frustrating. Thank you, MetaQ. And I saw somebody else did a follow just a minute ago. Thanks, fellas. Thanks for following. Thanks for sticking with me even through this kind of stuff. It's probably going to just show up as not being connected. Oh, it's hot. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, hot, hot. Too hot. Why would that be? Like, what the heck is going on? Check the driver pin. Oh, D0. Okay. Let's try that again. I mean, it's hot, though. Like, that's no good. It's hot. Why would it be so flippin' hot? Why would it be so hot? What's happening? Is it because it's trying to do the PWM? Is PWM that hard for it? Shorted that driver pin. It's toast now. Never get over 8% CPU. Well, I've got another D1 Mini here. We could just do a new flash. Let's see what we got here. Goosed D1 Mini, maybe. Let's go back. Let's try it again now that we're back here, but I think we're going to get the same. This is weird. That's really weird. Whoa. See that? It's way more responsive, though. Like, it's turning way faster. And no matter how many times I do it, it's not failing. You guys are geniuses. You guys are so good. Look what you did. You fixed it. Oh no, it's still going. I'm trying to break it now. Can't break it. It's working. That's what happens when you got teammates. Thanks, fellas. Let's see. We need to celebrate. How should we celebrate? This one. Thanks for your help, guys. It didn't even do this. Did that make sound? That's supposed to make sound. Wow. What do you think about that? Servo needs 5 volts, not the 3 volts. Oh, it's on 5 volts. Yeah, it's on 5 volts. So it has, so that's it. That's what it is. Absolutely. And that's definitely the most likely. And that's it. So it's the motor controller. Let's look at the motor controller specs. Because that motor controller, I totally would have expected, obviously, I would have expected that motor controller would have provided sufficient current on that from the output pin. It's got a 5-volt output pin, so it's got a voltage regulator and it's got a 5-volt output pin. Oh, this makes me happy though, because I'll figure out how to do it here. This is the one. I love these, by the way. These are great little controllers, and there's a good sale on them right now too. You can buy like a whole pack of them for pretty cheap. I put a link in that. Did I put a link in the last video? I put a link in the. I can't remember where I put the link, but I put a link somewhere. Anyways, it's good. All right, let's see what it says. Nothing here. Nothing here. I want to know how much power can you get off of that. So use an external 5-volt logic supply when using more than 12-volt driving voltage. That's fine. So it's if you're driving it with 12 volts, it's got the DC-DC converter, so you can have 5 volts just for control for logic supply. Okay. But it doesn't say how much output that is. Let's just look, let's see if we can find a spec sheet somewhere. Is that it? That's not all of it. That's not going to show me what I want. This guy. All specifications. This is going to be just the driver chip again. Yeah, that's not what I want. Download the Ultra Librarian. Full and half bridge drivers. Let's see. Supply device package. No. You guys see it on there? Am I missing it? Try to power the servo from the power supply, not from the D1 Mini. Well, it kind of is. Well, actually, it is, right? It's coming from the breadboard now. Maybe that was a few minutes ago somebody said that. Just the loser behind the keyboard. That Frank is far from a loser behind the keyboard. 75-cent power chip transistor shaped to tap power off the 12-volt source in the blinds. Ooh. Thank you, sir. Good enough. Oh, and by the way, I have a. You wanted a Banggood link. I have it. 1.5 amp linear voltage regulator. Sweet. I wonder what. I mean, this motor controller has one on it. I just don't know how. How much power it can supply. Obviously, not enough. Obviously, can't supply enough, or it wouldn't have given me the problem it did. Let's see, somewhere in here it's got one. I think it's, maybe it's, oh, come on. What do you think? So floating head has no blue smoke. Not this time. This is the closest we're going to get to blue smoke, I think. I like that. Is that too loud? Some servos can draw several amps. Check the specs on your servo. Okay. So high speed torque. This is the one I got. Do you see it there? I don't see this details there. What do we got here? I don't see anything. Did you guys see it? Did I miss it? Did it say 3 amps? What? Are you saying you powered the servo separately from the D1 Mini? I thought you were going through the D1. Oh, well, I was at first, Paul, but not now. Sorry, you can't see the breadboard, but not now. Now the servo is going to the breadboard. Power is going to the breadboard. Power from the breadboard to the D1 Mini, and then the only connection between the D1 Mini and the servo is this. But man, this D1 Mini is hot, brother. It's hot. Is that because it's trying to do the PWM? I think I need ad blocker. Yeah, I think I do too. That motor driver has okay, it can provide 0.5 amps at 5 volts. Well, that's not very much. Huh. Well, okay. Okay, that's okay. You know what I will do then? We'll just have to do, you know, like one of these or something. That's too bad. I was really hoping to just be able to use it off of that motor controller, but obviously I can't. But that's okay. That fixes the problem anyways. So that's good. I'll just need some, oh, do I even have, no, I don't. I thought maybe I had some 12 volt to 5 volt power converters handy, but I don't think I do. What are we discussing today, Tim? We're discussing my blinds. This is about me now. It's like all about me. It's like what I want, what I like, what I'm working on. It's all the same stuff that you guys like and are working on too, so that's why it's okay. But what we've been doing is I fixed, so if you watched the other day, Tim, I did the raising of the vertical blinds. Well, we talked about it, and we talked about how you do it to make it even so that it doesn't just come up sideways, and we fixed it. We figured it out. Well, there's a few ways to do it, but the way that we cumulatively together figured it out was to just have a pulley so that the string, essentially the string that you pull down on these blinds, is hidden now up in the valance. And then when it's pulling, it's only pulling one string. If it pulls two strings at the same time, if one of those strings just gets even on top of the other one, and the radius that it's turning starts to be a lot different, or even just a little bit different than the other string, then your blinds come up uneven. So the only way to fix that is to make it so that those two strings are always doing the exact same thing. The best way to do that is just to make it so that you're only pulling one string way down the line. So those two strings tie together, one string continues on, you just pull that one string. But to do that up there, you had to run a pulley so that it would you know, hide all that string up there. So I did that and it worked. And then I thought, well, I've got to do the tilt. Got to do the tilt on the blinds. And so I started messing with the tilt on the blinds using just a little servo here, a little pretty decent torque servo, and it wasn't working and it kept crashing. And the reason we have discovered now, let's make sure it's still working, but the reason we've discovered now, and which was the most likely reason from the very beginning, is that I was not providing enough power. The servo draws more current than the motor controller. The motor controller that I'm using has a 5-volt output, but it can only output like 0.5 amps, and this servo is drawing more than that. That's what ended up happening. But now that we've determined that that's the problem, we can fix it. Look at that, it's still working. Okay, it's done, guys. We fixed it. You fixed it. You fixed it. You guys fixed it. You guys are awesome. So you're looking at the motor controller then. Yep. Okay. Block and tackle pulley design. Regards from Germany, Bear Cologne. Cool. Shift is over now. Time to follow up. How's it going, Michael? Blinds is good. Waiting for Rob's video. He mentioned the video update yesterday. Yeah, he put a tweet out about it, and he has tilt. I don't know if he was going to go up and down on him too, but I'm gonna, because that's what I really want. All right. Thanks, guys. Might be a good idea to try another D1 Mini to see if it's also hot. Yeah, if not, use the hot one in your blinds. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's still hot. It's still hot. I mean, I know these put off some heat, but what we could do is, maybe we could flash this other one real quick. Can't we? Yes, we can. Let's do it. In the meantime, I'm happy to answer questions. I don't know that I have anything to offer. Free blind control for everyone. Thanks, Doc. Mighty fine of you. You're welcome. Oh, I didn't say that? I did. Yes, I did, Paul. Yeah, I did. I ran a separate wire. Let me see if I can get that in the view of this camera. So this is the actual setup that I had, and all these jumpers are here because I just pulled the D1 Mini off to take it up on the bench where it was easier to work on. But what I've got here is the motor controller, and now I can't get it out from under there really well, but these two wires right here, these are coming off, these yellows are coming off of the 5-volt output for the motor controller. And one of them, this one is going, well, this one was going to the servo, and this one was going to the D1 Mini. So, you know, I'm not surprised. I was really hoping that this would be able to output more current on that 5 volts. And I just assumed it would be enough. But it obviously is not, because it's got to run the D1 Mini and it's got to run the servo. So that's not going to happen, right? But this is how I hooked up the servo. All right, Squeezleton. Squeezington. I love that. Gilly Squeezington. You get some squirrels. Thanks for subscribing.
Here we go.
Okay. Which component is hot? The Wi-Fi chip. Yeah, the Wi-Fi chip right here. This piece is hot. Woo! Smoky. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Servo motor current, maximum load, so 1.2 amps. Okay. I've driven these loads with an IRF 540 MOSFET. Handles up to 8 amps and is opso isolated. I've got some MOSFETs around. Maybe that's what I need to do. Mine is high torque. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I should have known. But this is how I work, man. This is how I do it, guys. This is how I do it. That's why I fail so much. Maybe it's lazy. I end up doing twice as much work. Thanks for sticking with me. Those servos can draw 2 to 3 amps under strain. Yeah, I'm sure it was under strain too. Make sure the heat sink. Oh, you heat sink that 580 regulator. You can tap the 12-volt power supply before it hits your motor controller. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do it. Whoa!
For tinkerers everywhere, thanks for the time you've put into the community.
Martin, you're a good man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Wow, that's a lot of money too. Thank you, Martin. That's really awesome. What do you want to see? I can do squirrel for you. I can do an explosion for you. Frank just subscribed. He unsubscribed so I would play the squirrels, didn't he? Can you hear that one? Did that one make noise? It's supposed to. Here, let's do this one. This is cool. This is when I have an idea. Still gonna go. It's got like 5 of them. I had some fun. Remember I said that day I had some fun? This is my favorite one. It's a long one. Isn't that fun? Oh, it's still going. Oh, it's gonna go in a loop. Explosion, please. Break my speakers again. You got it, Martin. That's awesome. Oh, those fun times. Good times. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Good times. Flash a new one right now. We are curious. Let's do it. Okay. ESPhome. We're going to go here. We're just going to take this same sketch. Oh, salt. What? Why is my salt level offline? Salt level shouldn't be offline. Oh, it's back on. Oh man, okay. So we're gonna go here. We're just gonna compile this sucker. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, because I'm old-fashioned. Oh, sorry. What's with my camera? It's going all out of focus on me. Let's fix that. Fix that camera thing. All right. ID 13. Let's do. What should we do for you? Do you want to do the were squirrel? We haven't done him today. And then zap him. Thanks for subscribing. Hope you guys are all right with those things. They're so silly and goofy, but I wanted to try and do something. I made those myself. My skills. Doctor, why don't you do some D1 tests with the Elgu servo and driver? I should. You're right. I've actually even got a little stepper with that kit too. Salt level, squirrel. Oh, not that one. This one. Nope, not that one. This one. I deserve 100,000 subs for the time you spent. Oh, man. Pyro Slow Motion, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Struggle is real. Struggle is real. I just have fun, you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being my friends, you know? Were squirrel is cool. Do I have a vampire squirrel? No, but I can find one. Internet is an awesome place. It's all kinds of stuff there. Okay, download a binary. So I did this. I compiled it. I'm going to download it. I'm going to put it in my flashing folder. Flash easy, because that's just how I roll. There's one that already exists. Do I want to override it? Yeah. I could have renamed it, but why do that? Okay, now I'm going to plug in. You see me here? This is a new D1 Mini. This actually, I don't know exactly what this has on it, but I'm sure it has something to do with LEDs, because it was, I just recognized this tape on it. I don't know where, whatever manufacturer I got this one from way back when, but I'm sure it was when we were doing LED stuff around Christmas time. Has anyone had Google's issues with Proxmox and Google Text-to-Speech? Eric, when I've had problems with Google Text-to-Speech, it's been because of SSL. But now with remote access, I don't know how that changes. Maybe I haven't tried it again. I have a Google Home. I just don't hardly ever use it. It's plugged in. I actually like the way he talks, but I just never use it. We're just too embedded with the she who shall not be named. Is it cooling off? No, Paul. It's not, man. Whew! Nope. It is not cooling off. It is not cooling off. I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to unplug it. Oh, actually, I can... let's just do this. Yeah. Pull that plug. Oh, you know why? Oh, it was... So, it was... Oh, that's going to be interesting. So, when I unplugged... Did you guys see that? When I unplugged the servo from the D1 Mini, the servo moved, which means the servo was staying at a certain point, and the D1 Mini was providing a signal to keep it there. Is that right? Am I thinking logically through this? So that's why it's hot. It's because it's sending out that PWM signal constantly to tell that servo where to sit. How can we undo that? Because what we need to do is we need to have it so that it gets in one spot and then it stops, right? We need it to stay there without a signal from the D1 Mini. I don't know if that's even possible with a servo. I don't know enough about how they work on the inside. The salt level I see on your screen for your pool sensor. No, Kid Squid, it's for the water softener. It's for the water softener. What? I just woke up. That was long. What did I do? Oh, that's no bueno, yeah. Has everyone had issues with... Okay, there we go. Vampire Squirrel. Okay. All right, so now we're going to just flash this dude. Flashy flash. Flashy McFlash flash. Flash easy. There's ways to do this, but once you get used to something, why change, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's weird. Why do they have all that? Where did it go? Office blinds, office blinds. You saw me save it here, didn't you? There it is. Looking right at it. Okay. Flashing. Flashy flash. Flashy McFlash flash. You all need the nerd gear Andres S. and EV Log guy has. Oscilloscope and signal analyzers. Yeah, for sure, Tim. Do I have an ESP32? I do, Hugh. Yeah, I do. And I've thought maybe that would be a better way to do it. Text-to-speech in Google. I had issues with it dropping offline on both Proxmox and Docker and Ubuntu. I go into Google app and reboot each of the Google Minis to get them back. Is that what it has to be? Dang. You want to monitor the pool? Yeah, the way mine doesn't, it's not like I'm sure you can find a pH sensor. If you can find a pH sensor, you can do it. Okay, flash complete. We're done. That was easy. Remember the easy button? Staples easy button. I used to have one in residency when I was learning. It was funny. That was 10 years ago, and when I was learning anesthesia, and that was when those Staples commercials with the easy button came out. And so I got one for Christmas, and I put it. All right, Lawrence, thanks for subscribing. We'll give you some squirrels in a second. So I got one of those easy buttons for Christmas, and I put it on my anesthesia machine. So after I would do my thing, do my dun 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 dun, save the day, do the anesthesia thing, I'd hit that button and it'd go. That was easy. Good night, wife is telling me to go to bed. No, PM. Okay, fine. If you have to go, go. Good night, man. Thanks for being here. You're running. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Bobby says, try the 4N35. What's that, Bobby? Is that a different, controller or a different voltage regulator? What is that? $193 matches. This thing. Do la diddy do. Oh, I owe you squirrels.
Here we go.
Heat shouldn't have anything to do with the PWM signal. Okay. Yeah, it's cool now. It's totally cooled off now. Totally cooled off. Is that song too annoying for everybody? I like it. If it's too annoying for you, you guys are really in charge when it comes down to it, so I'll change it to whatever you like. All right. I need to turn off the autofocus on this. I've been squirreled. Hold on. Camera fixing time. Where'd it go? There it is. It's the autofocus. I don't like autofocus. Turn that off. Very good. Okay. It's cool when it's plugged into power, but nothing else. Oh. Let's see. Let's plug it into power. Ground. Volts. Oh, we're gonna have a problem though because we're gonna have two devices. Let's try that. We'll try that after, Paul. We'll try that after. All right. So let's try now this newly flashed D1 Mini. So what we're gonna need is a couple of different jumpers because this one's male. Okay, we're gonna go ground here to ground over here. And we're going to go power here to 5 volts here. And then we're going to go to Is my complete disregard for color coordination bothering anyone? Okay. And this we decided was D0. Okay, well that worked. Let's see if this one gets hot. It's not hot right now. Oh, Gary, what did you share with us? Instructables interfacing servo motor with a Node MCU. Oh, thank you. I'm sure that this servo, this one is going to draw a lot less power than the one I'm using. That's a big part of it. Use a stepper instead of a servo. Yeah, Shane, I could do that. I could do that. My thinking is always, what do I know how to use? And that's where I go first. And then if that's not working, that's failing or not good enough, then I'll slowly learn or figure out what to do. With the stepper, I don't know yet how to get the ESPhome stepper component working completely. Some people have sent me things, maybe it's some of you guys even, and I just haven't had time to go back through it and look at it yet. But the servo one was so easy, and I had these high torque servos, so I thought I would try those. And since it really just needs to be zoop, 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 but yes, I should do the same thing with a stepper. You're totally right. Oh, you missed everything? Oh, no. Oh, sorry, guys. Alan missed everything. So we're going to start over. Okay. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Is the D1 Mini an original or a clone? Oh, good question. I think I most likely only have clones. This one's a clone, looks like. It says D1 Mini on it, but it doesn't say Wemos. Isn't Wemos the originators? Okay, this one's not hot. It's not hot, but it's also like sitting at 0, right? It's sitting at 0. So let's go back and move it. Okay, so we're going to leave it there and assume that this is like tilted. I'm taking notes. You're awesome, Alan. So we're going to leave it that way for a minute, and we'll see if it gets warm now. Hey, Keaton, how's it going? Hamster dance. Yeah, they're probably going to bust me for copyright at some point. That's okay. If they do it during the live streams, it's not that big a deal. It's not getting hot. I've got my thumb on it here. You see that? It's not getting hot. I think we fixed it. I think you guys fixed it because you guys are awesome. All right. Hey, Carlo, thanks for being here, man. Catch the rewind. Oh, the rewind, this one will be much better. I don't know if that there's, we'll see. Maybe I can troubleshoot and figure out a rewind. But for this one, I'm going to make a full-on video because I'm going to have it, the whole install. I'm going to take my blinds down and do the whole install. So I was hoping to do that today. Not going to happen. It's not getting hot. This one is not hot. So I must have, that other D1 Mini must have something wrong with it. When we started the stream, you changed your configs to PWM thinking that was the problem. Now that we know it was power related, why not revert back to the other configs? What did I change? Help me, Will. Tollbringer, send me a Discord. What did I change? That I should change back? What did I change on the PWMs? I don't remember. Hey, Pepino! Oh, that's a cool name. You know that means cucumber in Spanish. Did you know that? Miren el pepino, que suave movimientos. You seen that? VeggieTales? The dance of the cucumber? Hey, do you see my salt level is actually changing? Remember, it was, I think when we started, it was 0.16. Now it's 0.21. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. The servo. Oh, did I change it in the, did I change it? Didn't you change the ESPhome device config as suggested to PWM? You had it set differently. Oh, I don't think so, but let's check. We can totally look at it and see. I don't think I changed it and uploaded a new one, but I could be completely mistaken. The debug, I still don't know why I'm not getting debug stuff. Well, maybe I'll be getting debug stuff now. Maybe it's because that other D1 Mini was Zapito. All right, so let's see. That's all that. APIs. Okay, that's to get the tilt control. Yeah, see, it's 86 PWM. So I don't think I changed it. Did I? My mistake. We talked about it. Maybe it's, you know what it probably was? I bet you will. You guys probably talked about it. And you probably said, oh, change this, change that. And I completely ignored you. That would be my guess as to how that went down. Deskcam's blocking the view. No, Deskcam, get out the way. Sorry, man. But anyways, yeah, ESPhome. Thank you for pointing that out. I have the stream up. I don't always look at it. I try not to be distracted. You wouldn't know it, right? How did you manage to get the notification card working? Yours didn't work. Ooh, Pyro Slow Motion. Which notification card? Oh, this one? You mean from 3Vasions thing? There was a couple, I got some errors and I had to do a few things. What was it I had to do? Oh, it had to do with, I think it had to do mostly with device names. And so you had to go through his YAML files that he provides and make sure that you take out any names of any devices that you don't actually have. Because if there's a name of a device that he's calling out that you don't have in your config, it'll spit you an error. Start there anyways. Make sure not only do you have your device's names correctly, but that you've taken out any device names you don't have. I would start there. That'd be my first one. Oh, more squirrels. Thank you, Desert Garden Prepper. That's awesome.
Here we go.
Looking for Zigbee USB. Gotta run. See you, Paul. Paul, thank you for your help, man. Thank you a ton, as always. All right. Okay, let's see. What else? Looking for Zigbee USB. I don't know, Christian. I don't use Zigbee. The Zigbee to MQTT thing is probably the way to go. Good night, folks. Giuseppe, have a good night, man. Can I show my card? This one? Oh, you mean like the configuration? Sure. Oh, let's look at the raw. You want the raw config. Let's see. Did he have that as a... did he have... I can't remember what he had. He probably had something we had to copy and paste in there, right? Yeah, he did. So I think it starts with this right here. So this is it. Automation notifications. So these are the entities. Well, there's one card that's entities. That's this part. It's this part. Oh, this, ignore this, that I added myself. So I think some of it might be some of these things. Make sure you've got, I guess these are all input things. These are all part of his configuration. So they, oh, are you using packages? Do you have packages enabled in Home Assistant? Because he's got his, you put those in the packages folder, and that's how those entities get created. And if you don't have that working, you can put the packages folder there, nothing will happen. Those entities won't actually join Home Assistant. So these would all be non-existent in reality as far as your Home Assistant is concerned. ESP8266 is not 5 volt tolerant. You mean like putting 5 volts to it to power it? This one's still not hot. So this one's bad. Bum, ba, bum. We're going to have a D1 Mini funeral for that guy. Bum, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Was not here from the beginning, but if the ESP is connected to something pulled up to 5 volts, then the output pulls down current, and that will kill it. Well, it must have, Kenneth. You must be right, because it's not functioning appropriately, and and at this point it was functioning, but it's hot. It gets super hot. So I must have. It could have been when I very first connected it. Maybe it bound up. You know, maybe the motor just drew way too much current really fast, and that's what damaged the D1 Mini. You know, like if I had it set to tilt, I think what I'll have it do, because if I set it to 100, and that's going to go 90 degrees for the tilt, and that's too much, maybe it needs to just go like 80, 75, so that it doesn't bind against the mechanical stuff. From Western Michigan. Yeah, from Holland. Where are you from out there in Western Michigan? Love Western Michigan. This is a fantastic tiny buck converter if you're going that way. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. I used to have one. Oh, nice. I love Quindor. He builds his own stuff. Dude's amazing. Look at that. The time he puts into doing this. So awesome. Yeah, that's cool. I have some buck converters around. I need to just get one. Muskegon. Oh, cool. I don't know that I've been to Muskegon. We went to Holland when we were in Ann Arbor. All right. You can put another ESP on that bad D1 Mini, but they're cheap enough that it may not make any sense. Yeah. Well, Bo, you're probably right, man. That's like even looking at this, like this is cool. And I actually, for fun, wouldn't mind building this. But when I can buy a buck converter for a couple dollars, the time it would take me to put this together is probably not worth it. Use 12 volts on your Node MCU and it worked for 5 minutes. Then the smell of hot appeared. You know, some of them, Christians, some of those D1 Minis, or sorry, Node MCUs, not the D1 Minis, but some of the Node MCUs are supposed to be able to accept 12 volts. I don't know. I've read that, and I've seen it on some. Like I think I even have it written, like stamped on the board on some of them. Yeah, look at this. Can you read that? Probably not. Well, I will read it for you. It says VN 5 and then comma 12 volt DC. So this one, who makes it? No brand name on it. No brand name on it. But this this particular D1 Mini says it should take 12 volts. The buck converter is the green board only. Oh, that one. Oh, okay. That makes sense. To get the limits close, the incrementally tilt, they'll close then after the limit. Oh, to match the YAML. Oh, okay. To get the limits close, incrementally tilt till they're closed, then after the limits. Okay. That's a good idea. I'll have to do that. All right. All right, fellas. Let's this was great. I appreciate this. Do you guys want to talk about something else for a minute? It's actually an hour and a half already. I don't need to go, but let's talk about something else for a few minutes. Oh, you know what we could talk about? Well, you tell me. Are there other questions, concerns, issues, things you want to do? Thank you so much for helping me solve this problem. I can take it from here and keep working on getting mine working. Any good alternative for Twilio for sending SMSs? Ooh, good question, Risto. What do you guys think? Alternative for Twilio for sending SMS? Does Telegram and Pushbullet do that? I don't know if they send SMS exactly. I don't know. That's that one. Quindor's so smart about how he does his links and stuff too. Yeah, $6. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's better than the ones I have. The one I have is dial. You have to like dial it in. Click on the screen and Quinn LED info's on the screen. Hey, Quindor, how's it going? Yeah, man. Did you just hear me? I was just complimenting how well you do your website. You're smart. You are very smart about how you do it. I like it very much. I wish I could have mine half as organized as that. What is that thing on the screen? This is a buck converter. So what we've determined. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. How many amps? How many amps? 3 amps. Yep, that should do it. Do I have a solution for Brit exit for our pathetic politicians? If I had a solution for your pathetic politicians, I would first apply it to our own. Oh gosh. Oh, they are adjustable dials. Oh, I didn't see it. Is it on? Is that it? No. Is it under here maybe? But they are adjustable, huh? I'll take your word for it. Just because I don't see it. Maybe it's under there. It would be smart to have it covered. Just joined 1 minute ago. Would I be interested? Would you be interested in an electronic lock? Would I? Oh, you're. I don't know. Electronic lock, Richard? Maybe. Just ordered a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus to try the 2U convert. Does anyone know if I need to get an external Wi-Fi or will the internal work? The internal will work. I can tell you the internal will work. Because before I started doing the Proxmox one with Whiskers from the video from this morning, if you saw, and from the stream a week or so ago, I was using a Pi. And it works beautifully. You just go to the 2U convert website and it works great. It works great. I actually did it. I actually had it running on, because I have a Pi that, well, now it doesn't do much, really. I guess I need to repurpose it. But I had a Pi that was, that's my VPN. I didn't do anything else to it, just had it running. It's a 3B, not a B+, but it can only be better. The compatibility should still be fine. So it was running my VPN, but it's just a regular Raspbian just sitting there. And so I just installed 2U convert on that and just let it stay. And so that's what I was using prior to Whisker's script. So Amazon link is a non-adjustable set to 5 volts. AliExpress link is adjustable. Gotcha. Gotcha. I don't really want an adjustable. I have some adjustable ones, but I don't know if there's a purpose. Oh, they're cheaper. But it's AliExpress, so it's going to take me forever. 2U convert on a virtual machine. Yeah. Jaime, did you? Oh, you were on. Weren't you on with us that day? I think you were on with us that day. Yeah, at least for good evening, Mrs. Z's, liking the content. Is she here? Did she say hi somewhere? Oh, Mr. Z's. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the. I thought it was Mrs. I thought Mrs. Z's was making comments or something. I forgot what I was talking about. I have no idea. Flashing Sonoff iFan is fairly easy. Good. Good, Stringy. Let me know what... Are you in the U.S.? There's still that problem with the fan, with the iFan. And why is that guy stuck there? He should have gone away. Oh, that one. All right. Yeah, there was an issue with the capacitors and this fan's going really slow with the iFan 02. So I don't know if that's, I mean, it depends on where you are. I think in the US it was a problem. Other places it wasn't. Not been on for a while. Evening from the UK. Hey, Stringy, good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Is for 5? Well, is it 3? It's not, oh my gosh. It's $3 for 5 of them? You guys probably can't hear it, but I hear this servo every once in a while just kind of adjust. It kind of just moves just a little bit. Have I got WireGuard on Proxmox yet? I thought we did. I thought we did, but maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. We should. We should. Well, Whiskers is probably looking for a new project. As soon as he's settled, as soon as he's ready, we'll do that. He did that script to install WireGuard on the Pi, which makes it super easy. But yeah, not for Proxmox. I don't remember. I think I would remember, so probably no. But that's a good one. We'll bring it up. But now with remote access, I haven't logged into my my VPN in like a week. I'm in the UK, but you can upgrade the capacitors, I read, for the iFan unit. Yeah, I just need to do that. I really do need to do that. I have my ceiling fan on all the time, and I have to stand up to change the speed. Use my legs. Huh. Like, who wants to do that? While we are all squirreling about the D1 Mini, how is the temperature of it now? Still fine. This one's totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, so now what we'll do is let's disconnect the power from this one and connect this one again and see if this one gets hot just sitting, not connected to a servo. Okay? All right. More seriously. More seriously. Sweet. Thanks for subscribing. Here's some squirrels.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. We got that one plugged back into 5 volts now, so we're going to see what happens in a few minutes. Is WireGuard like a firewall? WireGuard is a VPN. So it's like OpenVPN. Yeah. Here you go. You're going to get 10 people tell you. But yeah, it's a great little VPN too. It's very simple, very, very lightweight, and efficient, effective. It's all the things I like. And that's what I was using to get access to Home Assistant from outside my house for the last few months, since probably December. So I haven't had, other than that one port, I haven't had any open ports. I haven't used encryption or anything because I've just been using VPN, which I guess is encrypted, right? But yeah, it's super simple, and you can do it on your phone. You can do it on a laptop or whatever, and it's worked great. But now we have remote access through the cloud. So, all right, let's see what else. What other questions did somebody have? An OpenHAB user, but I've gotten some interesting ideas and information from your videos. Well, thank you, Ricky. Love the ESPhome. It is awesome. Have I tried the high availability on Proxmox? Ooh, high availability on Proxmox? I don't know what that is. Have I tried high availability on Proxmox? What is that, Ricky? Explain. Explain yourself. What is high availability on Proxmox? I do not know this. Love from Turkey. How's it going, man? Suleiman. Is that right? Did I say it right? I like trying to learn the names. I hope I don't ever bother anybody by saying it wrong. As an alternative to WireGuard, I'll be releasing Zero Tier as an add-on in a couple of days. Thank you, Frank. That's awesome. So Zero Tier, that's another VPN, I assume. What should be my first step? The Angelo of space. All right. Jadlers, thanks for following. Here's a were squirrel for you, my friend. All right. Let's see. What should be your first step? I just installed Has.io, and I have a problem with your Vivint thermostat to work. But I have my Mi Light hub and Light and Alexa. Good. Well, Angelo, I don't know if your Vivint thermostat is going to integrate perfectly with Home Assistant. I just don't know. Vivint, you know who could tell you probably is not Travis, sorry. Tyson Brooks. If you go to the Facebook page, and I think if you just do FB, if you go to the Facebook page, it will, Tyson is on there often. You can look for him and message him directly. He has, we'll say, a close association with Vivint. So he can tell you some stuff, and maybe he'll know some of that stuff. Do I need to turn down the volume on that? You guys okay with that? I like the high volume. Thanks for subscribing. That was for you. Perfect pronunciation. Wow. Awesome. If Home Assistant is similar to VMware, then you have to have 2 HAS instances, and it will fail over to the other if the primary goes down. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're mentioning, Tim. Are you continuing a conversation with something else? Or if you mean Proxmox? Sorry. Help me understand what you mean there, Tim. Sorry. All right. Quick unrelated question. Do you know of a way to connect Nest secure alarm to Home Assistant? Would it be good for presence detection? I don't know. Let's see. The place I would look would be the Home Assistant components. And it's an alarm. So you can look here and see if there's a Nest. See if there's a Nest component. And I don't... You mean Nests? There's Nests. CanaryAlarm.com. Yeah. So then the other thing to do would be... can we search? Nest Hub, binary sensor, camera, climate sensor, maybe here. I don't know. You poke through these things and see if you find anything in there. You probably already have. But beyond that, I don't know. I would say hit up the Discord for Home Assistant and see, or maybe somebody here knows. But I don't have anything Nest, so I don't know too much about it, unfortunately. I apologize. Is it hot yet? Ha! Yes. Yes. And that's just connected to 5 volts, nothing else. So that thing is going. We're going to make we're going to have a little ceremony for that guy. What should we do with him? Should we should let the magic smoke out. Don't you think? Should we hook it up to like 12 volts? What do you think? Okay, now let me go back and read. High availability is clustering. Uses 2 or more Proxmox installs to ensure that in the event of a computer problem, it will move the virtual computer to the other Proxmox live and you get no downtime. Oh, interesting, Ricky. I don't know about that. Is HAS.io only available in certain environments? It's available in every dang environment you can think of, Randy. Home Assistant in Docker and don't have that option. Can it be added? You don't have which option? Okay, sorry, I'm getting Randy and Ricky mixed up. What was Randy asking about? What option are you looking for? Sorry, squirreling here. Smoke it, smoke it. Magic smoke indeed. Had to disappear, but 90 minutes, so at least you're still here. Hey, welcome back, C. Gray. 120 volts. Hey, Christopher, you've been lurking. Hey, from Michigan, Ram Disc, how's it going? Eat it. All right, I've got here the ability to provide 12 volts to it. Should we do that? That should do it. All right? That should do it. Oh, the HAS.io tab, Randy? Yeah, if you're running Home Assistant in Docker... Oh, can't you run HAS.io in Docker? I don't know. HAS.io... no, HAS.io is usually... You can't run it in... I don't think you run it in Docker. Somebody tell him. Sorry, I don't know. HAS.io is like the whole operating system. So I think when you're running Home Assistant or when you're running Docker, I think you just do Home Assistant, but I don't know. Put it on something you don't care about when you smoke it. Okay, good idea. Good call. Good call. Do you think it's really going to burn up? Like, whoosh. Clipping up these wires a little bit here. Okay. This was the one, right? Okay. Let's go. Oh, I shouldn't have clipped them. No, they're not long enough. Let's find some clamps. We'll just do it with clamps. These are super handy, by the way, if you don't have enough of these alligator clips around. I don't think there's anything else we need to see on the screen except the death of this D1 Mini. Impending doom. He served us well. Now an empty shell. 21, only son. But he served us well. Bred to kill, not to care. Metallica writes such moving funeral songs. Okay, 5 volts. There you go. Ground. There you go. Oh, it'll probably do even more damage if we hook that up to the 3 volt pin. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to get here. We are going to smoke a D1 Mini. We're going to let out the magic smoke. Where am I? Turn that off. Plug this in. Okay. Oh, you want me to put it on something I don't care about? I care about everything in here. Okay, how about that? Don't use the wrong one. Yeah, this is the good one. This is the good one. It's got that little gold tape on it, so that's the one that's working. This is the only other one I've had out here, so it should be good. We should be all right with this. Hold on, let's see what you guys are saying. Don't use the wrong one. Clear! Have a great stream. Thanks, Sachi. Oh, did I get your address? I didn't write it down yet. You sent it to me probably, right? I think I'm still waiting for a couple addresses. Carl Raidtrop, I'm still waiting for an address. Mark Percival, still waiting for an address. And then Sachi, I didn't write your address on here, so if you didn't send it to me in Discord, do it again, please. Or just remind me. If you did, great, I'll just look. Maybe I just haven't looked. All right, I see this. Call Mrs. Z's and make final arrangements. You got my smoke detector I sent you plugged in, so I'll let you know that it's a fire. Oh, man. I actually have a defibrillator. I actually have one. I bought one from where did I buy it from? I can't remember now, but I have a defibrillator in the garage. I don't think much will happen. Fingers crossed that I'm wrong. Yeah, hopefully too. First barbecue of the season. Need automation for a burger. Heat tracker for the barbecue. Ooh, cool. Yeah, that would be cool. All right. Let's see. First thing I do is turn that plug on. Whoa! Oh, did you guys see that? Did you see that? So two things happened. One, the LED got super bright, okay, and then it started crackling. It popped and crackled, and then it smoked. Did you see that? And then when it stopped smoking, I turned it off because I don't want it to actually melt. Oh, it still smells too. I wish I could 4D this to you guys. Get you some 4D burnt smell. It was blue smoke too. That was so awesome. You can smell it from here. Sweet. That was perfect. That went well. Oh my gosh. All right. Fun times, guys. Let's give away some stickers. Let us give away some stickers. I can hang out with you guys all night, but my family needs me to. I still smell it. That was perfect. That was perfect. I actually like that smell. There's no take two. Turn it back on. Sniffovision, smell of teen spirit. Better no 4D or people would share other smells. Okay, that's true, Adano. That's true. Stickers, stickers, stickers. Don't do it yet. And if you're watching on Twitch, I know there's 7 on Twitch. Well, maybe there's more. This thing doesn't always update very fast. But if you're watching on Twitch, you got to jump over to YouTube real quick just to enter for this, okay? Once I get it rolling here. Okay. We'll set it for 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. We set it for 15 minutes. Doesn't matter. Okay. Oops. Now we're going to move this. You guys can watch for your names here. We can just turn that off now. I think we're done with that. Ooh, that was fun. It smells good. My wife is going to come up here and go, what is that smell? Not that she doesn't usually say that. Am I talking too quietly? The basis for a new Smoke It video short. That was fun. I will totally clip that out. That'll be a good one. Yeah, Jadlers, jump over to YouTube and just type something in the chat, and then you'll be entered for stickers. I wanted to talk for a minute while we're waiting for stickers about, did you guys watch Rob's video this morning? Rob the Hookup's video this morning? I have to say, I felt a little justified I love Rob and I wish him always the best. And he's been so good about working hard and getting videos out every week. And I did the same thing for a year and a few months, maybe about 15 months or so. And I didn't think he was ever going to stop. I thought, oh man, he's an animal and he's just doing so good with it. And I just got to the point where I couldn't, it just takes so much time to do those full production videos. So I was happy and I was happy to see that Rob decided he was going to cut back a little on videos and maybe do some live streams. So that made me feel better. I know that's probably not what everybody in the community wants, and it's probably certainly not what YouTube wants. And, I've certainly seen, decline in whatever analytics, YouTube gives you from, when you release a video every week, you just kind of steadily grow. When you stop releasing the video every week, even with the live streams, it's just kind of stay steady. But this is sustainable for me. And I think that's what's important for us. We're grown men. We're not going to, most of us never going to quit our day jobs and do something like this all the time. So it has to be sustainable. And to make it sustainable, it's got to be compatible with the other parts of your life. And spending 20 hours a week making videos is just not for a grown man with job and responsibility and family and all that stuff. So happy to see that I'm not the only one, for what that's worth. But anyways, making videos is a lot of work. Yes, it is. Go Stickers. I think it's a good move. Above all, he is going to stream. I think that's great too. I am happy to get him back on the stream list. I know he did it a couple times. And I think Travis, did you blur? Are you still here, brother? Travis even messaged me today and said he was thinking about doing a stream again soon. So streaming is nice. And it does give you content that you can use. I mean, it's not going to be the best stuff you've ever made, but like that video that I posted this morning, it's useful. It's a useful video. No names are showing up. Oh crap. Why not? What's going on? You're right. Huh. Oh. I'm logged in as the wrong person. I need to be logged in as DrZzs. Ugh. Que idiota soy. Thank you for showing me that. Thank you for telling me. Okay, now they should start showing up. Let's try that again. I smoked the sticker machine. Yeah, the sticker machine was not working. Thank you for pointing that out. Wanted to let you know I was able to get the Android-based IP webcam with MotionEye, and it was turned up with turnkey container Proxmox. Network camera, and it dropped in just fine. Awesome. On the cheap side. Gotta be. Let me know if you want to try it sometime. That's awesome. Did Tommy? Thank you. Is it working yet? I still don't see anything popping up here, guys. Oh, it's still not. Oh my gosh, come on, man. Ah, you're killing me. Killing me. Let's try this again. I have to log in as that one, but then I need to choose that one. Ah. There we go. Sorry, guys. It's my first day. It's my first time doing this. So, Streams are good and videos if what you're interested in. Major item is good, yeah. I like doing the videos. I like having a fun time with them. I actually started working. Oh, I wanted to, well, we'll talk about that more on Sunday. But I've done a lot of work on the bug this week. I don't remember if I told you guys or not, but I did work on the bug several days this week with Zach, and we made some good progress. I got the one of the biggest, most scary things for me was turning the brushes and drilling and tapping new holes to mount the motor back together in a new position so that at higher RPMs we wouldn't have problems with shifting magnetic fields and blobbity blobbity, so that the motor would be able to run at higher RPMs and still last a long time. And I was very nervous about that, especially about the drilling and tapping. But we did it. Me and Zach did it. We drilled it and tapped it, put it back together. It's looking beautiful. So what I did, I've got over here, sitting over here, and I'm not going to bother pulling it out now, but I'll show you on Sunday, is I started working on the making the adapter to adapt them so that the big, my big like 12-inch DC forklift motor will mount to my Volkswagen transmission. So that's cool. I might be able to make that myself. I'm feeling reasonably confident about making that. I will not be able to make the coupler. There's a gear on the end of the motor, and there's a gear on the end of the transmission, and I've got to make a coupler to link those two together, right? And they could just be one-to-one. It's just a coupler. But that I'm going to have a machine shop make. Making it more powerful, I'm making it faster. Making it electric. And it's going to be fun. Ronsom made it better than never. All right, we'll give everybody a couple more minutes to pop in something in the chat so we can hit up some stickers. Oh, and you know what else? I filmed a little bit of it. You guys probably saw this on Frank's stream. You guys probably saw this, but it is awesome. If you don't have it yet, the VSCode, I shouldn't probably open this, right? I don't think my secrets is open. Oh, good. So it pops up right away with all your stuff in it. All right. Thanks for following. What do you want to see? You want to see? Let's do the blue smoke. That was the D1 Mini right there. Don't 3D print. Oh yeah, don't 3D print it. Don't 3D print that adapter. Yeah, I don't think it would hold. Thanks for following. Appreciate that. All right. Anyways, this is awesome. So this was the message I got, Frank, too. Did we ever figure out what we wanted to do about that? I don't know if that mattered or not. But then once you get in here, like if you go to automations, it does some awesome stuff. For one, when you have entity ID, it will start to, when you do it from scratch, it really does do it. I tried it out. If you go entity ID, and then you can put like switch. Look at that. And all your switches show up. And it also works the same if you do a service, which I think is super, super double awesome. If you type service, look at that. All your services will show up. You know how much trouble that's going to save us going back and forth. They always had to have like 2 windows open to do that. And then one of the really, really double awesome, triple cool things down here, MDI Explorer. MDI are those icons, right? So if you go down here, you can look at these icons and they'll show you what the icon looks like. And then you can just pop that icon into your config. Frank. Made me so happy. Pushing out version 02 of VSCode. Oh, sweet. What did you add? What did you change? Very exciting. Very exciting. This thing is just amazing. So if you'll notice over here, now there is no more IDE and no more. All right. Thanks, Dixie. Thanks for following. There's no more IDE and there's no more configurator and ator. I think VS Code will just have to call it to you. Ooh, type MDI and hit control space. It will show an autocomplete for MDI as well. Oh, awesome. MDI and then control space. Oh, there you go. Oh, and it shows them right there too. Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Control space. And then, oh, now it's got to load. But then you can, is it going to show me? I thought it would, oh, it would. Oh, but if I click it, then it goes away. So maybe I have to arrow down or something. Because it shows the preview here. Oh, there you go. You just arrow down. Oh my gosh, Frank. It's a good thing you're in the Netherlands or I'd give you a big old kiss. That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Love it. Dude, you've done amazing work. Awesome. And if you start typing, it'll fill it in. I like, with the MDI icons, I want to be able to see them, you know, because I don't know what they all are off the top of my head, so I want to be able to see them. So that's fantastic. All right. Now we've got chat on top of chat. We're double chatting. Okay, let's do this. You guys ready for some, what about the FA icons? I don't know, Christopher. Not sure about that. Down arrow keyboard. Thank you, Seagray. Hast.io. Let's hope you get it right. You'll get it, Taslim. If you don't get it the first time, you'll get it sometime in the next 15 or 20 or whatever. You'll get it. We're here to help you too. You need to leave. Okay, have a good night, man. Let's do this. Oh, let's do the drum roll. Ready? Here we're going to go. We're going to roll it. Here it goes. Last chance. Winner is Timo. All right. Timo. Fantastic. Thanks, man. Okay, you know the drill. Send me your address in Discord. This envelope of stickers right here is for you, brother. TIMMO. You got it. All right, you wanted to do it again? I'm glad you won, man. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hit that drum roll again. Love the drum roll. It's one of my faves. James Peterson. Congratulations. Send me your address in Discord, my brother, and we will get you some stickers. James Peterson, right here. Congratulations, fellas. Is it O-N or E-N? E-N, okay. All right. And then once again, Carl, I need your address. Carl Raidtrup, Mark Percival, and Sachi. If I'll check Discord again. Maybe I just missed them. Maybe you guys gave them to me and I missed them, but oops. Computer. Tell everyone it's time for sign off. Forgot to call the kids. Nightbot posts the winner before the drum roll even starts on your end. Oh no. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Nightbot's faster than the delay on the video, huh? That's funny. Not subscribed? Better hit that subscribe button. Oh, not subscribed. Oh, come on, James. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. You know, we're getting close to 39,000. Did you guys see that?
It's only me.
Oh, is it only you?
Yeah.
That's okay. You're wonderful.
The girls are gone.
Look at that. We're getting close to 30,000.
I saw that.
Isn't that amazing?
Did you hit 29,000 today?
Yesterday, I think, or day before, maybe. I don't know. All righty. That's the way, James. And for that, you get...
Here we go.
You gonna help me?
What's that song?
You gonna help me pick some better songs, too? Some more songs?
I like this song.
So why?
Why is there black and white?
That's poop. That's squirrel poop. Yeah, squirrel poop. All right. Nice sidekick. This is my honey. This is my honey. All right. Let's see. You guys should always. All right. Timo, that was fast. Thanks, brother. Always and forever be grateful to Zoe that I do any of this. 2 reasons. First, she was the one who said, hey, Dad, wouldn't it be fun if we had like pink lights on the house for Valentine's Day or green ones for St. Patrick's Day or whatever? And I said, yeah, that would be totally awesome. Let's see what that takes. And so that got me started. The whole home automation thing was to put LED lights that would do different things at different times of year on the house. That was her idea. And then second, she's been the YouTuber in the house for years. How long have you been doing it? 3 years?
3 years.
Almost 3 years. I think 3.5.
November.
So it was 3 years in past November.
The November.
Yeah. Anyway, she's been doing it for a while. Thank you. No worry. Thanks for following. Put the squirrel on. Let's do a different squirrel. Let's do this squirrel. I like to mix it up. Anyways, she's the reason that I do YouTube because she was doing it. And so to help her, we did a bunch of this stuff. We got the green screen, we got the software, we got all this stuff so that she could do her videos. And then I said, well, I spent so much time working on that light thing. Let's make a video about it. Yeah, it is. It is a lot of YouTubing. She's a pro. She does great. She does great work. All right. Okay, guys. You ready?
I don't know.
We're going to do it together. You ready? Okay.
As always, thanks for watching.
Till next time, adios. Have a good Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. What day is it?
Thursday.
Thursday. Have a good Thursday, everybody. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.